Get to do my favorite activity, which is getting fingered in a park. So, 'tis the season, you know? There's something outdoorsy about fingering, right? Like something about it feels outdoorsy. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think just the second you do that within four walls, it becomes very clinical, you know? Like that's just kind of a pap smear. I can see my doctor for that, you know?
We're about to bring up your next comedian. She's so great. Put your hands together for Bria Hebert.
Oh my God, so many cute couples here. I love it. My friends keep telling me I need a golden retriever boyfriend. Does anyone have one of those? Yeah, okay, that's kind of bullying when multiple people do it. Rude. No, if you don't know what a golden retriever boyfriend is, it's like a compliment, right? It means they're like very loyal, very excitable, can do a trick. Fetch, you gotta teach them how to fetch. It's very important. My friends are like, you need a golden retriever boyfriend. And I was like, you know what, you're right. Like, I do need a golden retriever boyfriend because I've been thinking back and I have dated a lot of rescue dog boyfriends. You know what I mean? They're just kind of like shaking in the corner. Peeing. It's like, we're gonna have to rehome you. I'm the designated single friend in my friend group. I have to hang out with a lot of couples. I went to the cottage with some couples recently. I don't know if anyone's ever done that. I think that couples sometimes invite you on trips with them so that they can like bring you somewhere remote and then they can trap you there. And then they fight in front of you. And everyone gets to pick a side. It's like, I'm so glad I'm using one of my 4 vacation days a year for this. But my best friend, she's dating a guy with a cottage, so I have to be nice to him. Yeah, we were there, and it was a few days in, and she comes up to me, and she's like, I think we're gonna break up. She's like, I think we're gonna break up. And what I heard was, this might be your last cottage trip. So I kind of turned into an employee that's like about to quit their job, but like still needs to use up the benefits first. I was in this bed like, I will never feel a thread count like this again. She comes up to me, she's like, I think we're gonna break up. She's like, I just deserve so much better. And I was like, no, you don't. Because, okay, she's my best friend, but also what you don't understand is this conversation took place in a hot tub. Like, it's not getting better than that. You know what I mean? If you're single in Toronto, you know, right? Like, I go on first dates, it's a lot of guys trying to explain Bitcoin to you. And it's like, I've been to your apartment, you don't have a top sheet. There's no Ethereum hiding here, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like the most I could shake you down for is like a copy of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. Maybe HPV, you know? That's the exchange. I am excited it's summer though. I'm happy it's warm out. This is my favorite time of year, yeah. Get to do my favorite activity, which is getting fingered in a park. So, 'tis the season, you know? There's something outdoorsy about fingering, right? Like something about it feels outdoorsy. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think just the second you do that within 4 walls, it becomes very clinical, you know? Like that's just kind of a pap smear. I can see my doctor for that, you know? I don't know, something about it's outdoorsy, I don't know. I think it's the digging. You know what I mean? Blog TO's top 10 things to do this summer. I'm a barista, that's my job, because I have 2 degrees, so that was kind of the natural progression for me. I work at a very fancy cafe. I want to quit. I worked at a very fancy cafe, and the other day a guy came in and he ordered a latte, which is like, cool, that's fine. And then I asked him, I was like, what type of milk would you like? Which is usually one of the easier questions I ask in a day. I was like, what type of milk would you like? And he looked at me and said, I'd like all your milks. Yeah. I'm 30. That's the scariest thing a man's ever said to me. I was like, this is downtown Toronto. Like, you must know I have 8 types of milk. Like any nut you could milk, I have, right? Just so we're on the same page, I have enough nut milk in this cafe to just kill a kindergarten class. No, not because they're allergic. No, no, because I would drown them. But I made it. I made him this swamp latte, right? And I passed it to him. And I waited for him to take a sip, and he took a sip, and he just looked at me, and he was like, perfect. And he turned around and he walked out, right? Which is crazy. It is, yeah. It's a wild interaction, but also there was part of my brain that was like, you know what? As a woman, it is kind of comforting to like meet a serial killer outside of a dating context. You know, switch it up a little bit. A little workplace. I went through a very bad pandemic breakup. I was dumped by someone ugly. It's okay. I'm on antidepressants now, so we're good. Yeah. I like can't cry or come, but other than that, just kind of like filled with liquid but dry at the same time. I think I should have known it was coming because my ex, he started to DJ. Yeah, in his mid-30s, he opened garage bands. That's a red flag. If your friend starts DJing in their mid-30s, that's a cry for help, okay? And it's your responsibility to break their computer. He would send me these wild songs he was working on. They'd had like crazy titles. Like I remember one was like, I miss my dad. Yeah, well, obviously his dad's dead if he's DJing, you know? That's kind of, you know. No, I was like, maybe you could spend the $700 that you spent on podcasting equipment on therapy. And he was like, nah, I need to make more sick beats. Yeah, but the thing was he was also a stand-up comic, so I was like, you can't be unemployed at two things, you know? Need one source of income to get this pussy, you know what I mean? And she's minimum wage, you know? Like this is union pussy, okay? Like I believe in your right of collective bargaining. Yeah, I don't know. He was older. I like older guys because you like have sex, and then they'll help you sign up for a tax-free savings account. So, kind of a 2-for-1. You know, planning for my future. That's how I'm getting my cottage. I don't think we had a normal breakup though, because after we broke up, he sent me this letter. He wrote me a letter, and he sent it to me, and it had 16 reasons why he loved me. Yeah, I know it's a really normal, chill, cool thing to do. The first thing on the list was the way you light up a room. Yeah, and I remember opening it and I was like, oh, wow, that's kind of nice. And then number 2 on the list was big boobs. Yeah. I was like kind of offended when I opened it, right? Because I was like, the way you light up a room, big boobs, 1 and 2 are the same thing. I'm seeing someone now, which is nice. He's sweet. The other day we were having breakfast and he turned to me and he said this. He was like, Bria, did you know that I really like trains and numbers? Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, like, are you telling me you're autistic? Because, okay, just here's the thing. At a certain age, you can't like trains and numbers. Like, you do have to pick one. It becomes an either or, you know? It's okay, you can laugh. He's not here. Like, it's all good. He'll never know. He's at home right now doing a puzzle with his eyes closed, so it's like having the night of his life, you know? I told that joke once and someone got mad at me after, which, like, I get it. She came up to me, she's like, you can't joke about that. That's not very nice. And I was like, okay, like, are you gonna suck his dick while he watches Polar Express? You know, it's just like, if you're not gonna sub in, I just feel like you don't really get to judge, you know? It's not fair. I just turned 30, so like I said, so I am freezing my eggs. That's something I decided to do. Okay, no applause for that, I love that. Yeah. No, take it back now. No, that's okay, I liked your reaction of nothing. It was good. I had to get my IUD taken out, though, to freeze my eggs. Do you guys know what an IUD is? Yeah, some girls that have been traumatized. If you don't know what it is, I can do an impression just so like you have an idea. Yeah, she's visual too. This is what an IUD looks like. It's like birth control they put inside you, right? It's like a little bit of like, you know what I mean? You're just like walking down the street. It's like the Arthur theme song's playing for some reason. When I got it taken out, my doctor was like, "Do you want to see it?" I was like, "Yeah, of course." I was like, "Can I keep it?" Just like put it above my bed, like kind of the opposite of a dream catcher. You know what I mean? No, obviously I couldn't do that. That's crazy. Yeah, it was like covered in the cum of 100 men. So more of a candle, I would say. You know. Sense ocean breeze burning into my apartment. You've been so fun. I'm so excited to bring up your next act.